on Iwtv News.
Help is on the way. It's never too late to take care of business. Money matters. The flooding? A matter of coping with disaster. How is Iowa Western responding? And lest we forget, graduation season almost here. Have you done all you need to do? Have you been measured? Ballers back home. Baseball, softball fields racking up the innings. Okay, but what about wins?
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to Iwtv News. I'm JJ Davis. And you know, one school year isn't even over, and already everyone, it seems, preparing for the next one. I mean, I know that's how it is in my house. And if you're like me, my family, then financially, you need all the help you can get. And so it goes in Reaver Country. Here's Iwtv student Jesse Hauser.
It's no secret that filing the free application for federal student aid is difficult as well as confusing. Iowa Western offers a wealth of resources to help you out and has a great connection to the Iowa College Access Network. On March 26th, Iowa Western faculty hosts a FAFSA night to help ease the stress.
Sure, so this is a FAFSA event. So basically, it's an open event where people can come and get assistance filing their FAFSA, whether it's for the current year, which is 18-19, or next year, which is 19-20.
It was very confusing to fill out the FAFSA, like to the point where my mom couldn't even help me fill out the FAFSA.
When you're online, it kind of does go through the steps for you, but it wasn't like super easy.
It's open to anyone. We do market it to our current students, but we also sell it to high schools, so they're welcome, and really anyone in the community who wants to take part.
For anybody that needs help, just stop by the Welcome Center and Iowa Western staff would be glad to help you out. For IWTV, I'm Jesse Hauser.
Now, times have changed. When I paid for college, over 4 decades ago, it was just a little bit cheaper, and it still took me over 10 years after graduation to pay it all back. Now get a load of this. 3,132 students applied for financial aid at Iowa Western for the 2018 school year. Now out of that number, 70% who applied were determined to be from low-income families and thus eligible for Pell Grants. Grants, meaning they did not have to pay the money back. Now for more information, go to fafsa.ed.gov for more info and an application. It's never too late to get some help. The money's there, so why not go for it? Next up, hello Reaver softball. Finally, double dipping out at the Reaver Sports Complex. Getting help on campus is first. Some folks in the surrounding areas getting an assist from Reaver Country. When we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is Iwtv News.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late...
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new.
Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt,
Such a weirdo.
excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
The flooding's been terrible. What it's done to families, farmers, there aren't enough words. Now, help has been coming from everyone and everywhere, and Iowa Western's been no exception. What have you done? What's been done so far? Well, for more, here's Iwtv student Larissa Lambertson.
The 2019 flooding has emotionally devastated people statewide.
It was very emotional just seeing everybody panic. We were just kind of sitting in line waiting to exit, and you can just see families just kind of gathering up their things. I mean, families that have babies, they're gathering up their families just to evacuate for who knows how long.
Even though the flood has receded, the physical and emotional damage still remains.
Iowa Western Student Care Coordinator Hannah Teigman has made a list of available aid for students in need.
I started making these lists for students because, again, I think a lot of students struggle with asking for help, and I think it's something that's just really hard in general. So I kind of try to do it to put the ball in their court. So I'll do the research, I'll find all the stuff, and then I'll give you the list of resources and services, and you make those calls.
With your Iowa Western News, I'm Larissa Lambertson.
Thanks, Larissa. Now, before you know it, Larissa and some of our other student reporters are going to be gone. That's right, 2019 spring graduation, but a couple of diplomas away. Here's Iwtv student Devin Holcomb.
The 2019 Iowa Western spring graduates are getting ready for the graduation ceremony in the Reaver Room at the Student Center during the Grad Fest.
It's just a wonderful celebration. I love pomp and circumstance, and it is a celebration of the culmination of years of hard work for the student.
Students are getting measured for their caps and gowns and taking a thank you picture for a video being played at the ceremony. And some are already planning their life after Iowa Western.
I plan to get into my field of the audio engineering world, so somehow get into a movie scene or a movie television network, something like that,
While other students are excited just to finish their Iowa Western journey.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's nice to know that you accomplished something in your life and it's a new chapter opening after.
And really it's a celebration for their entire family and all of their support system. So it's a great time.
Iowa Western spring commencement ceremony will be held at the Reaver Arena on May 11th. The doors open at 9 and the ceremony begins at 10. With your Iwtv News, I'm Devin Holcomb.
Thanks, Devin. How about a good old-fashioned doubleheader? Busy scoring runs at the dock. And just a few yards away, hunting for hawks at home. Softball, baby, after the break.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
The Dr. John and Jean Marshall Wellness Center, opening summer of 2019, Iowa Western.
Now that's more like it. After all the snow, rain, bad weather, the Iowa Western softball team is finally back home. Big Blue back home after a nice little trip to Florida. Now the Reavers want to bat against some top-notch competition, gain some valuable experience. So it's time to put it to good use on their home turf. Iowa Western goes to bat against Northeast. Bottom of the second inning, Alyssa Maldonado down the line, and she is safe. Following another infield hit, Carly Benish just drops one down, and it's an error on the throw. Bases loaded, and then Lily Gregory slices one the other way. It's a fair ball. One run is in, and another. 3-0 Reavers. Now a couple of wrestlers, including an All-American, show their support. Then in the third, Logan Brown up the box. Madison King comes home. Allison O'Driscoll right behind, 5-0 Big Blue. Now the home team bangs out 14 hits. Benish with 2 of them. Couple of more score. 7-0 Iowa Western. Meanwhile, in the circle, Michaela Epp goes the distance, strikes out 10, gives up just 2 hits. A certain school president standing tall. 6th inning, O'Driscoll, her second hit of the game. Sydney Reamer scores, and it's over. The Reavers run roll the Hawks, 8-0.
Nice to get on our dirt for once. You know, they had a good approach. The wind's blowing in today. We're a team that hits a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs. So we changed our approach a little bit, worked flat, which they did a really nice job of most of the day. She had a lot of strikeouts early in the game. They started putting the ball in play. We played defense behind her. So, you know, she had a quality outing, and that's kind of our thing. We just got to play defense behind her.
I felt like the umpire had a really good strike zone. That helped really well with being able to be very flexible with my spins and etc. And even if I did miss a spin and they had a hit, like the 2 hits that they had today, I wasn't too afraid because I knew I had my team to back me up.
Our approach today, really, as a team collectively, hitting the ball flat, getting through the softball, and really waiting on it to drive a softball, not slowing down our swings, not getting over our front feet. So,
not a bad way to start at home.
No, can't be upset about 8-0, but we got to be hungry in game 2. Sometimes it's easy to get a quick win and then think that your day is over, but you got to get 2.
And they do. The Reavers punch in 2 runs in the second inning and go on to outscore Northeast in game 2, 13-6. Iowa Western sweeps its first home doubleheader of the season. Now the home team plays 2 more the next day as Iowa Lakes comes to town. Does Iowa Western pick up where it left off?
Going anywhere today, okay? We got to be on top of every softball.
I work on top on 3, 1, 2, 3. Work on top. And here we go. We score first right here.
First inning, Lily Gregory slices one the other way. Can't make the play, and the super soft from Boise, Idaho hustles all the way to third. Next batter, Tyler Lee. And it's off the bag, fair ball. Gregory chugs in, Big Blues on the board. Meanwhile in the circle, Sydney Reamer mowing him down. 3 hits, strikes out 11. Bottom of the 4th inning, Allison O'Driscoll goes a gap into right center. And pinch runner Michaela Epp hustles in, 2-0 Reavers. Iowa Western just strikes out the Lakers, 3-0.
The wind's blowing in, from right center to third base, about 20 miles an hour. So we're a team that hits a lot of extra base hits. So when you kind of take that away, we're going to have to score a little bit less runs.
Sydney, steady Eddie.
Yeah, she shoved it, man. She did really, really well. She was pounding the zone, and she could go east-west. She could go up-down. Had a couple nice change-ups. I mean, she really located and threw her butt off.
I'd say my biggest thing that's working for me right now is just trusting my team behind me. It's nice to have them behind me. I know that they're going to be able to do the things that they need to do to get the job done for me.
I think it was an average game for us. I think we need to do a better job of capitalizing when we have runners in scoring position, but I think game 2 will be better.
And it is. First inning, Carly Benish goes with a pitch for the base hit. Now, 2 walks and a sac fly later, double steal, and everybody's safe, 2-0 home team. 1 walk later, bases loaded, and Cassidy Beebe flies one to left center. It drops, clears the bases. Iowa Western 5 runs in the first and 5 more in the second. The Reavers pound out 13 hits. Big Blue sweeps Iowa Lakes, winning game 2, 13-0. 4 up, 4 down at home. Chalk up 4 more. Iowa Western scoring a lot of runs. 7-4, 15-4 over Ellsworth. And then 13-5, 13-0 over Southeast. The Reavers then hit the road and keep it going at Marshalltown. 8-1, 9-1. That's 65 runs in 6 games for an average of over 10 per game. Big Blue coming on, ups its record to 20-12. And then there's the guys. Iowa Western's won 5 in a row and 12 of its last 13. So you'd think the Reavers have got to be back in the rankings sometime soon. Big Blue steps into the box against Ellsworth. Now the home team's up 1-0 in the second inning. Derek Schoen squirts one through the hole. Ross Indelkoffer comes around. Cooper Bowman then rips a solid shot to left. Number 36 scores, and it's 3-0 Iowa Western. 4-0 in the third. Schoen, his second hit of the game. Isaiah Peterson hustles in, and it's 5-0 Reavers. Ronald Sweeney thrown out at third. Now the volleyball team sees Big Blue punch out 8 hits, the Panthers 6. Iowa Western 1 error here in the 5th. Ellsworth gets on the board. Now the visitors scratch 2 more across in the 7th. Passed ball. The Reavers use 5 pitchers. Tristan Kimmel picks up his 9th save, and Iowa Western declaws the Panthers 5-3.
We're just trying to find our way. I mean, and we're, whatever we are, close to 20 games into the season, and we're still trying to find ourselves. And this, I care less about the scoreboard right now. I care more about us internally. Pitching-wise, we get a little too scared, or we're just trying too much, but yet we're not being competitive doing it. And you know, you just can't rear back and throw.
First at bat, I 2 out hit with an RBI just to kind of get things going, went well. So, and other than that, a walk and then a a little sack grounder to score a run, so it was good. Obviously, we're still a little tight. There's a lot of work to work on, but you know, we're getting better. We're still young. We know that.
We were obviously putting some games together in the win column, but and there's something to be said for that. But I mean, I never like to fool myself, and I'm always brutally, you know, truth and reality with the kids, and we got to be better.
Game 2, just like the first. Second inning, Ronald Sweeney knocks in the first run. And then in the third, Caleb Bellegarde chops in 2 more. Iowa Western outscores Ellsworth 4-3. Next up, conference play and Marshalltown. 3 days later, Tigers on the prowl at the dock. Same old on the other side.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Okay, it's decision time. I want flexibility, more doing, hands-on experience, and working sooner. I gotta make a choice. I want to get started, now. Find your path at iwcc.edu and get hands-on, real-world experience. Start now at Iowa Western.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
First the Panthers, next some Tigers. The Reavers back at the dock for some more fun in the sun. Marshalltown makes its latest trip to the Bluffs as the Reavers kick off conference play. Now the visitors, a sub-500 team, but don't let that fool you. Other clubs would love nothing better than to knock the perennial contenders off.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Iowa Western Reavers.
Iowa Western set sail against the Tigers of Marshalltown. The visitors are up 2-1 in the third inning. Jaden Rolfs rips one to left field for the base hit.
Let's go!
Ronald Sweeney comes around to score. Tie game. Later in the inning, Cooper Bowman smokes one to right. Bowman 2 for 3, including this triple. Next batter, Caleb Ballgard knocks in Bowman with a shot to left. 3-2 Reavers. Then in the 5th, Ballgard to third. Error on the throw, 3-run score. The redshirt freshman with 4 RBIs. Iowa Western tames the Tigers 8-2.
You look at it as it's another game. You got to handle it a certain way that way.
We're just trying to go out and play hard and play our game, play Reaver baseball, and try to get that first conference W out of the way.
You know, you're wanting to win games in conference. You're wanting to work towards the #1 seed.
Arus Melendez picks up his 3rd win of the season. The right-hander goes 4 innings, gives up just 1 hit with 5 strikeouts. 20 minutes later, the Reavers and Tigers are at it again. Bottom of the 1st inning, Jaden Rolfs chops one through the hole, Cooper Bowman scores, and the home team is off and running. A little later, Greg Bennett skies to the right. It drops, Caleb Ballgard hustles in, 2-zip. 3 batters later, Aaron Gerdes rocks one to left center, bounces off the wall, 2 more score, 4-0 Iowa Western. The Reavers bat around. Ballgard up for the 2nd time in the inning. Crushes a 3-run home run. Big Blue scores 9 runs in the 1st. Iowa Western goes on to make mincemeat of Marshalltown, 14-1.
In the 2nd game, we just took advantage of them making some errors. They had 2 or 3 errors in that 2nd game.
Got executed a little bit, got the bats going in the 2nd game, and worked out in our favor.
In baseball, if someone just keeps giving you opportunities outs-wise, you need to take advantage of it. And if you take advantage of it, you get some more runs, and that's what we did.
The Reavers sweep the Tigers. Iowa Western is 12-1 at home. For Iwtv Sports, I'm Adam Ireland.
All right, back from spring break, revved up and raring to go once again. And the weather, it's only going to get better. Try warm, warmer, warmest. And of course, that's always good news for the Iowa Western Television Department. And speaking of good news, how about our newest shotgun sports team? The new kids on the block win the Division IV Wobble Trap National Championship, finished 3rd in American Trap in Division IV. And get a load of this, Bailey Schmitz is the Class B National Champ in American Trap and Wobble Trap. Wow, in the program's 1st year. More from the winners on our next show. And so for this latest edition of IWTV News, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
IWTV is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.